Hey guys, I'm David Hislop, and today we're going to show you how to play the guitar parts for To Our God from For the Sake of the World. This song is in the key of A, and it starts off with a cool slide line that was actually recorded on a lap steel, but I'm going to show you how to play those on electric. Effects-wise, I'm just using a dotted eighth delay with some balloon reverb on the big sky, and it sounds like this. And then I have my compressor on and my first stage drive that's set pretty light just to help with sustain on the slide. So I'm going to play that intro slide part for you. One thing to note is it may be a little hard to hear the placement of these slide lines, but if you go back and listen to the recording, you'll be able to tell. But just hearing me play them, it might be hard to exactly place them where they are. So it starts on the 17th fret of the B string, and I'll go from there. So that's all it is for the intro, and it sounds a little weird by itself, but just listen to the album and you'll be able to hear where those three phrases kind of fit in. So I'm going to show it to you without the slide so you can see exactly what notes they are. Again, it's starting 17th fret of the B string. Now, one thing to note is when you're playing with the slide, you want to make sure to use your volume pedal to swell in after you pick it, so it kind of gives it more that lap steel vibe versus. So it gives it a smoother feel when you swell in. So that's the intro. Then we drop down into the verse, and we're out for the verse. Then we go into the chorus, and we just play a simple phrase under the chord progression. The chords are 6, 4, 1, 5. So at the start of the chorus, we're going to swell in here, and I'll play that line for you. So that's all the chorus is. Pretty simple, just creating some ambience underneath the chord progression. From there, we go back into the re-intro, and it's a similar deal to the intro, except it's lower octave, and it's a little bit busier. So I'll play it through for you. So that's the re-intro. So playing it without a slide. Then slide down. And from there, we jump back into a verse. And we're going to swell chords underneath the second verse to kind of give it a little bit more ambience. So the chords are 6. So it's 6, 4, 1, 5. And then from there, we jump back into the chorus. And another cool thing on the record was the use of a baritone electric. And there's some cool picking lines that go over the second chorus and the section right after it that I'm going to show you right now. So for this section, I'm going to kick on just a little bit more drive and have the same effects. So this is chorus 2, and here is that baritone lick. So breaking that down, it's going to look like this. And it just repeats that over and over until the next section, which is just that little tag, the Hallelujah tag. And from there, everything starts to build musically. And there's a similar baritone line, but it kind of changes up the sequence a little bit. So I'll go ahead and show that to you. So at the end of that, it just kind of opens up going into the big bridge. So I'll play this slow for you. An alternative thing you can play if you don't want to play those baritone lines, and something we actually also play live, is just playing the top end of that 4 and 5 progression. So it'll look like this. Okay, so that's just the top half of the 4 and 5 chord. And you just, with just a little picking back and forth. So the next section is the big bridge, and this is just basically slamming into big chords. So I'll play it for you, and then we'll break it down a little bit. So for this section, I'm going to turn on my boost to give it a big lift, and here we go. Okay, so breaking that section down, we just start off with the 6 to the 4 to the 1, which I'm just playing these notes for, to the 5. So up to speed. And from there, the song just kind of jams out. So it's a lot of fun. So take some time and listen to the record to find those placements for the slide lines, and have fun.